So let's watch this clip.
Into the burial plot. Now, a family member says all of the men suffered injuries, and to make matters worse, the casket fell on.
There are these guys who are trying to head towards the grave, and they are carrying the casket. And while at the graveyard,
It's the stuff nightmares are made of. A funeral mishap is going viral, and this is why.
so I'm trying to imagine what could have been done by those who are preparing this graveyard site.
The burial gone wrong took place in North Philadelphia. You can see as the pallbearers began to lay down the casket, the platform above the burial site collapsed, sending the men plunging into the burial plot.
You know, this happened in Philadelphia, and as you can see, these people have fallen in this graveyard. So what could have contributed to all this? Because I have seen several clips of the same happening on the internet. Do we blame the manufacturers, saying that right now they're trying to manufacture fake belts, or do we blame the deceased one for being heavy? Just look at how these people are falling.
The burial gone wrong took place in North Philadelphia. You can see as the pallbearers began to lay down the casket, the platform above the burial site collapsed, sending the men plunging into the burial plot. Now, a family member says all of the men suffered injuries, and to make matters worse, the casket fell onto the son of the man inside of it, knocking him out cold, face down in the mud. Now, neither the funeral home nor the cemetery would comment on that incident.
This has ever happened to someone in my village, and at the end of the day they got injured, or rather he got injured. And I know some of this, based on the tradition, people would say that maybe perhaps this person had personal issues with the deceased, and now that is the reason why the coffin has fallen on them, or rather, or maybe there's this another norm, or rather there's another myth where people will say that perhaps that person did not want to be buried at that particular site, and others would say perhaps this person died and perhaps you are burying him earlier than what he had perhaps mentioned while he was alive. So those kind of things, there are a lot of myths around it. But now I would like to say, be careful while you're going towards this, while you're in this procession. Just be careful. Just know that all these things are man-made, and to avoid them, just look for quality work, and that's it.